Well, no music this morning, but he is back. Stuart is here, ladies and gentlemen. Despite the technical difficulties on his end, he is back. And you know what? You know what? He came in with such piss and vinegar today because he's angry. He's angry and tired and fed up. Not just because he's not sleeping. He's just fed up because whenever the left is caught with the hands in the cookie jar, oh, the whining. Oh, the crying. Oh my God. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Rant Network. My name is David Solomon. He's Stuart Brisgel. We are the Rant Network. What we do here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, noon Eastern, is we do this unedited, as you heard from this introduction, uncensored, unfiltered, and totally unapologetic rant. We go all over the place, internationally, domestically, all about politics, culture, craziness that is life. And really, we want to poke at what folks are talking about today out loud. It's no longer in hushed tones because today we want to talk about, there's a great little skit in Australia, Stuart, called Lefties Gone Batshit Crazy. It's great. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful skit. If you not a skit, if it's a wonderful news piece. If you ever go on YouTube, check it out. Erin Mullen used to do it before she was fired in Australia, and it's just to show you how lefties have just no sense. And last Thursday night, Stuart, as supper time was about to roll in, and we're all or around 7 o'clock at night, the news broke that James Comey is being indicted, and that he was. They want to investigate the fact that he's guilty. This is the man who like accused Donald Trump of the Russia collusion, and at the same time let Hillary Clinton completely off treason because he's on the left. And when the left gets caught, the left go crazy. Stuart, how crazy are they?
Oh my God. I hate calling my political opponent because they're not really my political opponents. Fucking batshit crazy. James Comey. All right. He's indicted. Congratulations. Not such a big deal. His alleged offenses are that the prosecutors contend that he reaffirms his testimony of 2017 was false. Well, what does that mean? He lied to Congress. Right. Political pressure. The indictment was announced that he publicly called Pam Bondi an political adversary. Recent political contents would have you believe that he's an innocent little puppy dog that never did anything wrong, and that the left-wing media is going to come to his defense. And you know what? Maybe they will. But let's understand the facts for just one moment. How many years ago did Donald J. Trump allegedly have his real estate mortgage valuations done? Can you count how many years ago that was?
About 5 years ago.
Oh no, it was a little more.
I don't.
And what about the Stormy Daniel?
Oh, the Stormy Daniels. Geez, that was all through his presidency. Actually, it was even before he was in 2016 while he was running.
But Stormy Daniel herself was only a part of his life maybe 10 years before that. It goes back to the early 2000s. All right. Why is Comey's current predicament just funny and ironic? The left only loves people that come to defend the left. Listen, Comey and is the group of the Biden administration that cut our program off, David. Remember? Yep. They cut our program off. They censored our program. We were anarchists of the pandemic. Why were we anarchists of the pandemic? Because we only wanted to tell you what the facts were. And what did the government want to do? Not want you to know the facts. Why are they literally trying to support Comey and not let Comey go down for the crap that he did? Because Comey's against Donald J. Trump. He has been an annoyance of the president and the party because he let Hillary Clinton go in a sobbing, well-orchestrated, probably ABC News produced event, because he ran a script that was 30 minutes long.
Yeah,
where it sounded like you were going to get her. They're going to get her. They're going to get her. The evidence is just unreal. However, we're just not going to prosecute her. You know, Hillary Clinton destroyed American property. Hillary Clinton had classified information. Hillary Clinton transmitted classified information on classified servers. But wait a minute. The Clintons left with the China and the White House, stole basically our American product, right? Our heritage. But nothing happened to the Clintons. Nothing happened to the Bidens. It seems that
or the
Obamas, correct, the Obamas. But the Clintons did it in such vitriol way, they left with the fucking China. They pack it up.
Yeah.
You know, and not that the Obamas were any better, Michael and Michelle, right? You know, Obama and Michael. But it's just that, you know, that's just not the case. The case is that the Clintons are the description of corruption in the White House that have gotten away with utter murder, literally, where Donald J. Trump is the guy they attack all the time. And James Comey, as we started talking about, is a guy now in the line of fire. And I hopefully believe there will be many more people brought to justice. Let the judicial system do its thing. Now, is the judicial system in D.C. very left? Yes, unfortunately it is. But we're hoping that Pam Bondi, as the AG, Pam Bondi is the Attorney General, the AG.
Attorney General, yeah.
General at the U.S. government, sticks to her guns and keeps people in line and keeps them out of the left wing and keeps them in neutral territory. Why? Because Pam Bondi doesn't want to go down like a Jill Biden, or should I say, you know, where, you know, and you know, the way in which Comey is now trying to play with the press going, I'm innocent, I want a full trial. I've got dirt on you, Donald Trump. That's why I'm saying I want a full open air trial. You realize that's exactly what's going on, David, right? He wants to air out more dirty laundry. What do you think, David? Do you think that's what video?
You know what, as you were going on and on about, you know, the Clintons and the Obamas and whatever, I was sitting here and I was just thinking to myself, I was going, you know, it's just funny how this works out, right? You're on my team or you're against me. Let me remind everybody that Donald Trump was the darling on The View years ago. He was on Oprah years ago. He was the darling because he didn't come out and say he was a Republican. But the moment you say you're a Republican, you are the devil incarnate. And it's amazing the attitude. It's you're on my team or you're my enemy. And these are the people who say, you know, Obama said it, Clinton said it, Biden said it. We need to bring the country together. And they didn't. They divided it further. And they blamed the Republicans every single time. And they continue to blame the right every single time. Hillary Clinton gets on MSNBC. She says, we have to bring the country together. But Donald Trump, you know, won't do it. I talked about this last week. I'm paraphrasing the statement. And it's, again, this is the mindset on the left. And anybody you attack on my team is untouchable. And it doesn't matter if that person is guilty of sin. And James Comey is guilty. James Comey is beyond guilty in the court of public. Hold on. Let me finish my sentence. In the court of public opinion, he is guilty. And the problem is, and let him go to court and get his day in court. But the same way James Comey said Donald Trump is guilty and didn't care to go to trial and didn't care to do the right investigation, then the court of public opinion accused him. Of course, the liberal media fried Donald Trump, still running around with the Russia hoax. Still.
But I got a good one for you. Do you remember we always say follow the money? What was James Comey's position?
Head of the FBI.
Right. Civil servant, right?
Theoretically, yeah.
Do you know how much his net worth is estimated to be?
Oh, but that's his post-retirement, no?
What are you talking about? David, post your requirement of working at McGill. Are you worth $14 million, David?
Listen, to me,
$14 million fucking dollars, man. Come on, man. Come on.
We know, and we're seeing this. But let's get off the money trail for just a second. The left can't dare to look in the mirror and say, here's where we're wrong. And I'll give you an example. All right, Stuart, Last week, CNN had one of their statisticians come on and saying, Democrats, you're screwing up. Democrats, when it comes to the economy, crime, immigration, Trump is stronger today than he was in 2022.
Yep.
Holy crap. And again, these are three of the most important subjects in the United States today. And CNN is saying, Democrats, wake up. Bill Maher, wake up, Democrats. You're missing the message. All you're doing is the vitriol of calling Donald Trump Hitler, Nazis, fascists. The titles are not sticking. And the people are going, enough with the name calling. This is not kindergarten. We're not in a schoolyard. We're dealing with real lives and real problems. And you continue to do this. 5 minutes ago, Elon Musk was everybody's darling. Then he was hated by the left. And now he's okay. Why? When you're on Team Trump, you are the enemy. This is how people are putting it out there. You see the violence, you see the vitriol, you see the reaction, you see these artists who, no matter what you say, they are always right, no matter how wrong they are. And when they get caught, they double and triple and quadruple down. I am tired of this, as someone who personally hates double standards, it sickens me, but this continues to be the game. And the media has done nothing but further flame, further to create this problem, because they themselves are covering up. Google was, you said it yourself, Google admitted that they were told by the Biden administration to what? To shut down anything about COVID-19. Stuart, we were taken off the air. Why? Because we talked and questioned COVID-19. We questioned what happened to free speech. No. There's free speech as long as it aligns with the left. When it doesn't align with the left, you are the enemy. Don Bongino lost his account. Why? Because he didn't align with the left. Donald Trump lost his account because he didn't align with the left. Imagine the Ayatollah in Iran has an X account. The bastard Colombian president who stood in New York this past week, protesting with Palestinian protesters, he has an X account, but they were going to shut down Donald Trump. It does, if that doesn't talk about politicization, but what is the accusation of the left? How dare Donald Trump use the DOJ for his vengeance?
No.
Wow.
Calling the kettle black, David. I mean, but we've been joking about this, which isn't a joke. It's the funniest thing.
We've been calling it out since day one, since we went on this air. We've been calling it out from day one. We've been telling people all about it. They're like, no, it's not possible. And then story after story after story is coming out of, hey, listen, the Bidens were autocrats. And you see it. And you see the Obamas were autocrats. But let's just accuse Trump of the same thing that we do, but he can't, we can. Because we, the left, know better. Stuart, the notion that Mamdani is and others are going to take this a step further is scarier. It's scary for people. And when I see that the left, and we see what the left has done on a global scale, when they get into power, and I'm saying not liberals, folks, I'm separating liberals from the left. And I know you're going to sit here and say they're the same thing. They're not the same thing. I'm just saying this to you. They aren't the same thing. The left are the folks who've taken an ideology and gone off the rails, where there are no more zero morals. It's all about what they want matters and what you want does not if you aren't aligned. At least Democrats like John Fetterman is listening. Bill Maher is listening. May not agree, but is listening. This is the problem, is when guys like Chuck Schumer, who now have to play lefty politics, he's not even playing Democrat politics. He has to play lefty politics because the
little Adler, little stinky Nadler and side talking Yeah. Listen, David, I don't really know where this is going to end up, but I will tell you this. Shooting people in the streets, shooting people from rooftops seems to be the left-handed way on dealing with political discourse. It is at the point where, there needs to be an end to this insanity. And it's not coming quick enough. And if it's going to take having half of America or more, which it looks like it's now about 60% in favor of what the right is doing and not the left, I think it's almost time to take the Hillary Clintons and lock them up and do it finally and give this country time to heal. That this sort of discourse isn't going to be accepted in this country any longer. It's enough. Enough is enough is enough. Don't say something, just do something. I'm tired of the trajectory that someone did something wrong and it's la, 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 and then they don't do what they're supposed to do. If the person's guilty, they should be tried and brought to court and be judged by their peers and either exonerated or convicted. Enough is enough. The banter has got to stop. That's why people are being shot in the street. There's no civil discourse. It's not. It's all civil discourse.
Listen, after this
and
week,
that is the problem, David. They need to finally do what they say. Hey, if you think Hillary Clinton's guilty, bring her to friggin' court. Let a jury, let the evidence be played. If that's not good enough, shut up. If James Comey is guilty, bring him to court. Let him be judged of his peers. He's guilty, put him in jail. Or whatever the judge and jury so desires. That's how this judicial system works. The country is turned on its head because it's become a media frenzy. How do I get fucking ratings? It's enough. It's enough. And that's the only way we're going to conclude this problem, David. You say someone's guilty, you say they did something wrong, it's against a criminal act, bring them to the court. It's it's like the song, bring them to church. I hate to say it. Let the blind lady with the double scale, one in each hand, decide. Enough's enough. I'm tired for the political guilty. This is why the country is shooting people in the streets. Sorry.
All right, no, let's do it. But that was well said. And, listen, it brings us to the end. I mean, look, let's just be realistic here. We know that there are folks on the hard right who like to do the same thing. But the noise, ladies and gentlemen, follow the noise. Because if you look at the number of left outlets out there today, and if you call Charlie Kirk an extremist, you are part of the problem. And if you call Bill Maher an extremist, you're part of the problem. And if you call John Fetterman a traitor, you're part of the problem. And if you call Donald Trump a Nazi or Hitler, you are part of the problem. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you have a good week. We will catch you Wednesday morning. Have yourself a wonderful, or Wednesday afternoon, I should say. Well, have yourself